welcome to the real world. My name's Cameron. Today we're taking a look at my entire collection of Indiana Jones movies on Blu-ray and 4K. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Real World YouTube channel. Make sure you give us a like, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you get notified of all our videos. If you're into movies, you're in the right place. If you like physical media, obviously you're in the right place. That's what this video is all about, is this physical media collection I have of all the Indiana Jones movies on Blu-ray and 4K. It's going to be a lot of fun. So let's just kick things off with the Blu-ray collection. So this is Indiana Jones: The Complete Adventures, and this includes the first 4 films on Blu-ray, high definition. Really like the box art there. You can see all the characters kind of in the background. Indy in that iconic pose from Raiders of the Lost Ark poster. The back cover's cool too. You got a little map there, you know, as he travels by map across the globe. So that's a lot of fun. The spine looks very, very simple, very nice. You've got the Indiana Jones logo. Other side, it's the same thing. And this is a nice heavy cardboard case that I really like. We're going to slip it out here. It slips out like this. You got the same artwork on the interior. Very nicely done. A little bit glossy, you can tell there, especially the logo is extra gloss on that and on Indy himself. So really like how they put this together. Very nicely done. You open it up and there's your first page. You got Indy with his whip and his jacket and the hat, the iconic costume. Again, says Indiana Jones: The Complete Adventures. Not totally complete. It was complete at this point, but now with the 5th film here, it is the incomplete collection. But I really like how they did this. So it's set up kind of like a digibook packaging. You have these pages. Each page has its own artwork, new artwork, as well as you see the poster for each movie and some behind-the-scenes images, which I really like. Really fun that they threw those in there, and really enjoy that. So the discs are housed in these kind of slip packaging. I know a lot of people don't care for these. I don't mind them, especially when they're like this. They're really easy to go in and out, yet they still feel secure. So there's the disc art on that one. It's pretty simple, just the title there. Then we'll go on to Temple of Doom. Some nice new artwork for that one as well. Really like that. More behind the scenes images and the poster. We'll also include the little MacGuffin down here, the artifact he's after on all these, if you'll notice. Again, disc, same thing, just the title there on the disc, but nicely done. And then we have Last Crusade. Again, more nice artwork here by the team over at Paramount. Behind the scenes images, the poster, got the Holy Grail down here. Disc art on that one, again, the same. And then we have Kingdom of the Crystal Skull right there. Very nicely done. There you go. So that's it. There's the disc for that one. And those are all 4 Indy films on Blu-ray. These look great. They sound great. What's great about this box set, the reason I haven't gotten rid of it yet, even though I've upgraded to the 4Ks, is it has this bonus features disc, which is not included with any of the 4K releases. Not even the box set. So if you get the box set of the 4Ks, you're still not getting this disc. It did not get ported over. And so that's why I've held on to this, because this has tons of behind the scenes featurettes, all kinds of fun stuff. Bonus features disc that is just packed full of all kinds of good stuff. Making of each movie, you know, special featurettes on the stunts and on the effects and everything. So very nicely done. There's the last page there, all the details for each movie. And that's it. So very nicely put together, like all the artwork included. Again, the reason I still have this is the bonus disc. I'm a big fan of bonus features, and this is the last release that included these. So holding on to it, still really like that artwork too. Again, with all those characters in the background, they're a little bit difficult to see, but hopefully you can check those out, because you got every sidekick, every villain, love interest, they're all there. So really fun. Great movies. These are some of my favorite movies of all time. So I'm glad to have them on Blu-ray, but now we have them on 4K. So let's dive into these 4K Steelbook. So I have the Steelbook for each of these. Raiders of the Lost Ark being the first and best, in my opinion, Indiana Jones movie. I love that they included this original poster art. This is one of my favorite posters ever. It's just so interesting and dynamic, and you got all the characters there, and it just is so much fun. So really great artwork by Richard Amsel, who did this one. Drew Struzan did the rest of them. But you're gonna pop this open and you'll see that's what the interior looks like. The disc, I like it. It has the map of the world as well as the MacGuffin, the Ark of the Covenant, down there at the bottom. And then, of course, the interior has this image of Indy and Sala discovering the Ark. So that's a lot of fun. I like that they included that image back there. Of course, on the back, you also have the world map with the Ark of the Covenant. So I like the theme here, keeping the MacGuffin at the center, the world map, all that stuff. There's the spine. Very nicely done. I like that it says Raiders of the Lost Ark and not Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, as it was later kind of retitled. But yeah, very well done. Really like the packaging here. I'll get into the technical specs in just a minute for all these. But let's move on to Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, the sequel, which is actually a prequel. A lot of people don't know. This takes place in 1935. Raiders of the Lost Ark takes place in 1936. So again, great job with the original poster art by Drew Struzan. You've got the disc art there with the Sankara stones. And then interior, we have the bridge scene, the iconic finale of the movie with Indy on the bridge. So again, very nicely done, very well put together. We've again got the MacGuffin on the back with the world map, the spine, the title of the film. Nicely done. Next up, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. This one has another great poster, just iconic imagery there. Indy on the horse. You got all the supporting characters around him. Pop this one open. Now you have the Holy Grail on the disc. And inside, of course, is Henry Jones Sr. and Henry Jones Jr. Very nicely done. Tied up there together. And then there's the back cover. Again with the Holy Grail. Then we have Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Another great piece of poster art by Drew Struzan, who unfortunately is retired now. That's why the poster art has gone downhill very quickly in the world of movies. At least part of the reason. There's still a few guys that do good stuff out there, like Matt Ferguson and some other guys. There's the Crystal Skull there. And here we have the Jones family enjoying a nice trip through the Peruvian jungle in a giant truck with a rocket launcher, as they do. On the back you have the Crystal Skull. Again, very nicely done. I like it a lot. So, these movies all were shot on 35mm film. Okay? So they're all shot on 35, and that means when they transfer these over to the 4K format, they're able to go native 4K, meaning it's a true 4K image that we're getting on our 4K TVs with our 4K Blu-ray players, 4K HDMI cables, 4K disc. you want the highest quality, and you only really get that by shooting on film. Now you can shoot digitally at 6K, 8K, whatever, and it'll look good. It'll look very crisp and clean and clear. But I like film grain. I like to see a little bit of grain on the screen. Lets me know that I can, it's a real thing I can touch and feel. It's not just ones and zeros. So this has wonderful grain structure. It's not too heavy. It's not too light. It's really well done. It's, again, like I said, a native 4K image with Dolby Vision HDR10. So it looks spectacular. I mean, these are the best these movies have ever looked. It's definitely a step up from the Blu-ray. As great as the Blu-rays look, they look really good. But you can tell a difference, and HDR is what really makes the difference. That high dynamic range, brightness, color. I mean, all of it just pops. The darkness, the shadows, the black levels are really strong here as well. So just a stunning transfer. It's shot in 239:1, widescreen, anamorphic black bars at top and bottom of your screen. It also has a Dolby Atmos audio track, which sounds absolutely phenomenal. Every single sound effect, the sound effects in these movies are iconic. When he punches someone, when his gun goes off, when he cracks his whip, explosions, all of it sounds fantastic. Ben Burt, one of the best sound guys in the business, and he just outdoes himself here. John Williams' score, of course, is iconic as well. Sounds great on the Dolby Atmos track. So highly recommend all of these. They all look and sound better than they've ever looked or sounded before. And so if you're a fan of Indy, like I am, it's my favorite film franchise of all time. Raiders of the Lost Ark, my favorite movie ever made. These are must-buys. Now they have them, if you're not a Steelbook collector, they have them in just a regular 4K edition that just came out a couple weeks ago. They also have that box set that I mentioned. They also have a Steelbook box set, which you can get. I just got the individual releases for these as they came out 1 month after another last year. So I've watched them all. They all look fantastic. Highly recommend them. Again, we're not getting bonus features here. So if you want the bonus features, you've got to pick up the Blu-ray set, which if you're set up for a Blu-ray system, you might as well just go with this. There's no reason to get a 4K if you don't have a 4K TV or Blu-ray player or the HDMI cable. Just go ahead and go with the Blu-rays. These are solid. I mean, they look and sound really good. So well worth picking up. But if you're a 4K collector, if you're all into video and audio, you want those to be top notch, this is the way to go. These, all four of them, look amazing. Say what you will about, everyone has their favorite and their least favorite, but I'm a fan of all of them, and so I had to have all of them. They look and sound great. Definitely won't regret picking these up. So let me know your favorite Indiana Jones movie. Let me know if you own any of them. What formats do you own them on? Which one's your favorite? We're going to be talking all about Indy this week as Dial of Destiny arrives in theaters. Podcast all about Indy. We're going to review every movie, rank every movie on the podcast. We will have a reaction to Dial of Destiny as soon as I see it in theaters. And so very excited for this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified of all our videos. And we'll see you next time right here on The Real World.